Hey, it's Ginny. We have a great fitness episode coming up for you, but first I want to thank Chef's Pizza, downtown Kingsport, for making it possible. Since 1991, they have been striving to provide a healthy eating alternative. They have whole wheat pizza made out of honey instead of sugar. They have my personal favorite, salad bar with potatoes and soup, variety of soups, daily, Monday through Saturday. So it's a great place, downtown Kingsport, to pick you up a healthy meal. Thanks again, chefs. And after you start losing all that weight, you're going to want to go after some new clothes so you can look great. So head on over to Sophisticated Starlet, a great place to shop downtown. They offer women's clothing, shoes, accessories, and jewelry. I would also like to thank Walmart for supplying us with the fitness equipment that we'll be using today. And you can find all of our sponsors on Facebook. This episode of Get Fit with Ginny, we're going to be doing a jump rope and ab circuit. So we're going to be doing a little bit of cardio with intervals of major core work. So if you're wanting to work this area here, we're going to be working up, doing some, what?
Start over, you said up. We're going to do up.
You're picky. Okay. All right.
Oh, let me restart this.
Delete. Okay. This episode with Get Fit with Ginny, we're going to be doing a jump rope and ab circuit. So we're going to be working major core here with some cardio intervals. All right. We've got Tyler back with us to help us work out again today. So we're just going to start with a really light jump rope just to kind of get warmed up. As we get through the workout, you can pick this up to a faster pace, but you might want to just kind of keep it low impact for right now, just kind of coming up on the toes. Keep those toes down right now, first time through, and then we'll go all out if you want to, okay? So just a tiny jump rope throughout this whole circuit. You can do whatever with jump rope that you can. You can march in place, you can step touch, whatever you want to do. We're going to do jump rope because that's what the circuit is, abs and jump rope. But you can do whatever if you're not comfortable with the pretend jump rope, okay? So, and again, you can do wide, you can alternate, whatever. All right, let's take it down to plank. So let's come down to plank. And all plank is you're on, you can go long ways. You're on your hands and your toes, and your body is flat. We'll show you. Here's hands, then you can drop it down to elbows. Show them elbows, okay? This is a low plank, and then a modified plank is on your knees. So same thing. You can be on your elbows, or you can come up to your hands. I want you to contract your belly. Abs are tight. Feet up, straight line. Notice straight line. Check out my back, my neck. Everything is in a straight line. And you contract your abs. This is abs. Best way to get into this position is to start here and then lower. That way it'll keep it nice and flat. You don't want to be back here. It's drop. Drop that bottom down and hold. And just breathe. Okay, coming up. And you can also go back and forth. High plank, low plank, high plank, low plank. Whatever you want to do. But we're going back to jump rope. Jump rope. And we're getting warm, so you can start getting up off that ground if you want to. You can do lower body only. You can just rock up on those toes. And you can march in place. Just do something that gets your heart rate up for a few seconds. Then we're going to come back to the floor, and then we're going to do more abs. So that's how today's going to go. We're going to just go back and forth. Cardio and abs, cardio and abs. And then the last few minutes of this episode, we're going to come down and do total floor work for our bellies, okay? All right, are you good? We're coming down. Bicycle crunches. I wanted these to be slow. I don't want you to take off to where you're going so fast that you don't think about what you're doing and what muscle you're working. So I want these to be slow and controlled. Now watch as he brings his opposite shoulder to his knee, okay? You want to avoid bringing your elbow across. You're reaching across with your shoulder. He's going slow and controlled, bringing his knee in. Good. Now, can we show him legs only? So if you want to just do legs only, keep your upper body down and raise your legs up and down. There you go. Good. All right, so get that started, and then you can add the upper body. There we go. There we go. You got to get one half before you can add the upper half. But this is a bicycle crunches. Now these can be done at all speeds, but for today, let's try to keep them slow. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're coming up. Jump rope again. Anything cardio, get your heart rate up. Back to jump rope. Okay, do this for a few seconds, and then we're going to come down and we're going to do a side plank. And we're going to be on our right side. So it's going to be the same thing, but we're going to be on our side working more of our obliques. Keep your chest up. Do what you can here. And breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so we're coming down to our right arm, right elbow, right side. So lay on your right side. We'll show you from the side here. So your elbow is coming right here to the floor on the ground, okay? Feet straight out on top of each other, or you can lay them both, one in front of the other. And then push your hip up off the floor, okay? You can use your top arm and you can place it right here on the floor for support. After you get support and you got good balance, you can bring it here to your side. And then if you want to, later you can raise it up, okay? But start here. You don't have to come all the way up. And really, if you want to just keep your hip down and if you want to contract this area, it's going to work fine. But work to where you're lifting your hip up off the floor, okay? And then we just hold it. There's no movement. You just hold. Hold and contract. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to jump rope. Bringing it up. Let's go. Now your bodies are good and warm. So if you're feeling good today, really jump up there. Get your heart rate up, knowing that it's just for a few seconds. Should really make you push through. We're not going to sit here and do this for 30 minutes. And then if you want to add tricks, go ahead. Feet wide, feet together. Alternate forward. Just jump rope. Try to enjoy yourself. You'll feel so much better when we're finished. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to side plank and we're going to do the opposite side, left side. So come down, lay on the opposite side that you worked the last time. Feet can be stacked or they can both be on the floor, one foot in front of the other. Press your hip up off the floor. Now I'm going to keep my hand right here in front for balance, all right? Everything is stacked. I don't want you rolled over and I don't want you rolled too far back. Keep everything stacked right here, okay? Hand here, hand down, and then if you need a break, lower your hip, rest for a few seconds, and then come back up. It's okay to rest. Just build up your strength. We rest. We'll take it down and rest, and then come back up. As many as you need. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, back to jump rope. Jump rope. We're getting good at this. I think we're going to know how to jump rope when this is said and done. Jump rope. Keep your chest up. Feet wide. Feet together. And wide. Together. Let's keep doing that. Wide. Together. And wide. Together. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to stay up for this ab move. We're going to do an X crunch. I'll come way up. He can stay back. I want you to make an X with your body, okay? Arms in high V, spread your legs, toes and knees are forward. You're going to take your one arm and reach towards your opposite leg right in the center as you crunch. So we crunch in the center and back, in, back. Crunch. Good. Crunch. Opposite arm to your opposite leg. Now, if you need to, you can bend. Bend your limbs. Bend your arm, bend your leg, and crunch in the center. So they can be straight, or you can bend them. Bend, bend. 4 more. 4, 3, or you can do one of each. 2, and 1. Back up. Now opposite arm to opposite leg. Go. Working the opposite side. Just crunch, crunch. Good. Squeeze your belly. It's a little crunch while you're standing. Bend if you need to. Makes it a little bit easier on your legs and your arms, but you're still going to get that ab work. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Jump rope. Come on. Jump rope. The next ab exercise we have coming up, you can use one weight or something heavy that you have laying around, or they can be done without weights. Either way, if you've got something there close, though, grab it and we'll use it. Let's go about 10 more seconds here. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to do some side bends. We're going to go back to our obliques. So grab your weight if you've got one available. Right arm. What you're going to do is you're just going to slide this weight down the outside of your leg and then pull right back up. We're going to stay to one side. Stay to this side, and then we'll even it up. Down. Keep good posture. Keep your hips and everything squared forward. You're just sliding down your body and then back up. Squeezing with the opposite side. Use your obliques here to help pull you up. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Even it up. Down and up. Use those obliques to help pull you up. Down, up, lower. How you feeling? Woo, he says, if you couldn't hear him. 6, 5. We're sweating. I can contest to that. 3, 2, and 1. Jump rope. All right, here we go. Jumping bunnies. Let's take forward and back. So let's go forward and back. Scissor those legs. Let me show you something else you can do. You can just step back, tap back. That's a variation if you want to do something different. But we're going 10 more seconds. Either way. 3, 2, 1. Reverse crunches. So you're going to come down onto your backs. I'm going to let Tyler demonstrate. And I'll show you how this works. If you've never done these before. Your entire upper body is going to stay down. Shoulders, back, everything is glued down into the floor. You're going to take your legs and they're going to go straight up. Okay? Straight up. Flex your feet. And I want you to rock your hips up and off the floor as you pretend that you're pushing your feet into the ceiling, okay? You want to pretend that you're pushing them straight up and into the ceiling. Use your abs to push up. Try not to get rocking and get momentum in there and just be doing the rocking motion. If you'll concentrate on using your abs to get them up, you'll get an added extra there. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. You need to stretch out, or are you good?
Oh,
are we good?
we're good.
All right, jump rope. Back to the awesome jump rope. Okay, you think we can go a minute here? Maybe? All right, let's try to go a minute. Keep your chest up. Keep breathing. Take breaks if you need to, but I don't want you stopping on your breaks. I just want you bringing it down to low impact. And then I want you to come back. So try to get through the minute without stopping, but do something, okay? You don't have to just do jump rope. Let's do out and in. Out and in. Minute's a long time when you start doing cardio with it. 4, 3, 2, now keep them in. Basic jump rope. Then we'll scissor in just a second. All right, let's scissor right and left. Remember your options. You can be here, keeping your feet on the floor. About 10 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're going to go back to those side bends, and then we're going to come down for some floor work. So let's do side bends on both sides, and then we're going to hit the floor, okay? All right, let's go down our body and up. So we're going back to the obliques, down, up, down, up. Good. Use your obliques to help pull you up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides, down, up, down. Now at home, if you need, if you don't have carpet, you're going to want to get a mat or something, because we're going to come to the floor and do some floor work. You're going to want something to protect your back. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, grab your mat, grab you a piece of carpet, and let's go to the floor for some additional ab work. Okay, we're ready to come down to the floor for some ab work. What I want you to keep in mind here is press your low back into the floor at all times. I say it over and over, but I don't want it to come up. Try to think about someone trying to slide their hand in between underneath your back and the floor, and you want to push down to where they can't do that, okay? That'll help. And another tip is to elevate, bring your feet up off the floor, and that will also push your low back into the floor. So we're going to start lying down. So roll down one vertebrae at a time. Support yourself behind your legs if you need to. Hands are going to go back behind your head, and we're just going to do a basic ab curl. So it just comes up and down, up. Keep your chin up and off your chest. Pretend there's something, an orange or someone's fist underneath, keeping it up. Curl up and down. Crunch up with your shoulders. Do not pull on your head or your neck. This is a no-no. Keep your elbows back. So out of the corner of your eye, you barely want to be able to see the elbows, if any at all. Okay? You're going up to the ceiling, crunching your abs. If you need to raise your feet up off the floor like this to help that low back go down into the floor, you can do that. That'll help. Keep going. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now we're going to do oblique crunch. So it's going to be the same thing, except we're just going to go to one side. So you choose your side, right or left. We're going to stay to that side. So you can keep both hands behind your head, or you can place one hand behind your head and the other on the floor. I want you to take your opposite shoulder to your opposite knee, so it's going to come up and across. Again, leading with your shoulder. Lead with your shoulder. Up and across. You can keep both hands behind your head if you need to, or you can lay one down. Inhale and exhale through all these moves here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to go the opposite way. So the side that you worked, opposite. Go. Cross and down. Leading with your shoulder. Good. Is that low back pressed into the floor? Push your belly down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to combine those two. We're going to do one side and then the other. Right and left, right and left. Ready? Reach it across. Right, left, right, left. Good. Keep that going. Oblique crunches. Alternate. Leading with your shoulder. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to do an upper and a lower body crunch. So everyone's going to bring their feet up off the floor and cross your ankles. Let your knees flare out. Okay? Shoulders are going to come up and off the floor, and all I want you to do as you raise your upper body, bring your hips up off the floor and crunch in the center. This is a double crunch, an upper and lower body crunch. So you crunch in the center and down. Raise your shoulders up off the floor if you can. If you can't, leave your shoulders down and do lower body only, or leave your lower body still and do your upper body only. All right? Work up to this right here, doing them together. But still, don't pull on your head. Use your abs to get you up. Crunch. Crunch. No rocking. 4. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Let's stretch long. Give our abs a few seconds here, break. Just long body, stretch them out. Now pretend someone's pulling you from your feet and your arms, stretching out those abs. Now we're going to do one of my favorite moves. It's called the wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So you're going to go back, put your soles of your feet together, and let your knees flare out to the side. Okay? Then put your hands behind your head, and instead of going across to the opposite, you're going to take the same side elbow and knee together as you crunch to the side. Okay? And then you rock right and left. So it's one side and then the other. Right and left. Going back to those obliques, but we're going same side. So I guess we call it wiggle because it kind of resembles us wiggling. Whew, but it works. Feels good. Same side, elbow to your knee. Don't pull on your neck though. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now take those feet down. We're going to climb a rope. So feet on the floor, low back press down. Pretend there's a rope coming right out of your ceiling, and I want you to pretend that you're climbing up that rope. Okay, so we're going to go climb all the way up to the ceiling as we rock side to side. So one shoulder is off the floor at a time. The other shoulder is down, so you always have one shoulder on the floor. Up, up. Good. Feet are flat on the floor. Low back is pressed down into the floor. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Well, here we stretch out again. Long bodies. Reach overhead. Now, I want you to take deep inhales and exhales. Inhale and exhale. Now bring your legs in, hug your knees in at your chest. We're going to roll it over, and we're going to work our low back just a little bit, do some prone back extensions. All right, so everybody, let's just roll over, face down. Okay, so you're facing down, chest down, prone position. Place your hands right by your side, keeping your neck in neutral alignment with your spine, okay? So I don't want you looking too far up, and I don't want your head hanging too far down. Keep everything in a straight line. And all I want you to do is raise your chest up off the floor as high as you can go. Some of you may be here, and then some may be up here. Squeeze that low back. Legs stay on the floor, hips stay on the floor. The only thing that's raising up is the chest. Now release and go down. Inhale and exhale, and let's raise back up. Strengthening our low back, so the posing muscle of our abdominals. And lower it down. Let's do a couple more of those. Raise it up. And down. Take a deep inhale and exhale at the bottom. And again, raise it up. and down. All right, let's just sit back on our heels, what we call child's pose in yoga. Just sit it back, stretch it out. Good. I could stay here all day. Deep inhales and exhales. All right, let's come back to our backs. Lay it back down on our backs. Bring one foot in. One leg in, hold it. Good stretch. Now take that leg across the body. Open up your chest. Just enjoy this time. Stretch and breathe. Okay, bring that leg back in center. Hug it in a little bit closer. Okay, long body, stretch it out. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So the opposite leg, pull it in. Hug your knee in tight. Inhale, exhale. Now fold it over and across the body. Open up that chest. Very good. All right, let's roll up to seated and come to our feet. Carefully come up and stand. All right, hands on your hips, feet shoulder width apart. Take one arm, reach it over to the side, stretching out the obliques. And just hold that. And switch, come into the other side, reach over, stretch. Good job. All right. Everybody get a good workout? Belly's burning? That was awesome. Awesome job. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Get Fit with Ginny. Thanks to our sponsors. Appreciate your support. I want to thank Chef's Pizza, downtown Kingsport, for making it possible. Since 1991, they have been striving to provide a healthy eating alternative. They have whole wheat pizza made out of honey instead of sugar. They have my personal favorite, salad bar with potatoes and soup, variety of soups, daily, Monday through Saturday. So it's a great place, downtown Kingsport, to pick you up a healthy meal. Thanks again, chefs. And after you start losing all that weight, you're going to want to go after some new clothes so you can look great. So head on over to the Sophisticated Starlet, a great place to shop downtown. They offer women's clothing, shoes, accessories, and jewelry. I would also like to thank Walmart for supplying us with the fitness equipment that we'll be using today. And you can find all of our sponsors on Facebook.